Despite brutal fighting against Russia's illegal invasion in Ukraine, President Zelensky has rallied his people and the world to support the war-torn country. Now Ukraine looks to rally the globe around the world's largest single sporting event. The soccer federations of Spain and Portugal added Ukraine in their bid to host the 2030 World Cup. What began as two countries joining together in hopes of hosting the World has become something much bigger.
First of all, I want to say thank you, President, for hosting here. And thank you and the family of European football for support our bid. Now it's not the Iberican bid, it's the European bid.
The president of the Portuguese Soccer Federation said the reality of what Ukraine has experienced made including them in the bid an obligation. Right now, there were no details given about how many games would be hosted in Ukraine, but Kyiv has a 70,000-seat sports complex which hosted the European Championship Finals in 2012 and the Champions League in 2018. The head of Ukraine's Soccer Federation, Andrei Pavelko, said hosting World Cup matches in 2030 would give opportunity to Ukrainian children to believe in the progress of their country through soccer. The bid also received a stamp of approval from Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky. In a tweet, he said, "Ukraine will endure, prevail, and be rebuilt thanks to the solidarity of its partners." Ukraine's national team almost qualified for the upcoming World Cup, but lost to Wales 1-0 back in June. When the match was done, fans for each team applauded each other and hugged, which is not the usual finish after one team qualifies and the other is eliminated. The president of the European Football Associations, UEFA, is in full support of this bid, and Alexander Serafin is already on record having said he believes the 2030 World Cup will be played in Spain and Portugal. This bid is a winning one. All of this comes as Russia's invasion of Ukraine nears its 8th month, which has cost the Russians dearly, not just on the battlefield, but on the playing field. The Russian soccer team has been banned from all FIFA events, including qualifying for this year's World Cup and Euro 2024. Its status for 2030 has not been decided. When asked if Ukraine could accept the Russia team playing on its turf in 2030, the Ukrainian Soccer Federation president said, "It can't be my personal decision." The European bid will compete against several others, including Morocco, which has tried 5 previous times, having lost most recently to the North American bid for 2026, and collaborations between Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Greece, along with another from South America with Uruguay, Argentina, Paraguay, and Chile. Keep in mind the 2030 World Cup will mark 100 years since the first one was held and hosted by Uruguay. And the president of FIFA has already indicated he favors the bid from the Saudis. There's still a long way to go. The host sites will be chosen at the annual FIFA Congress in May of 2024.